All right, concerning the future in the Bible. And he was going out of the temple, and one of the disciples said to him, Teacher, behold, what wonderful stones and what wonderful buildings. And Jesus said to him, this is concerning the future, it's concerning now. Do you see these great buildings? No, not one stone shall be left upon another, which will not be torn down. Concerning the future. It's talking about, because they didn't have great buildings back then. Do you see these great buildings? Not one stone shall be left upon another. As he was sitting on the Mount of Olives opposite the temple, Peter and James and John and Andrew were questioning him privately. Tell us, when will these things be, and what will be the sign, and when will all these things going to be fulfilled? And Jesus began to say to them, See to it that no one misleads you. Many will come in my name, saying, I am he, and will mislead many. Remember, Jesus is up in heaven. Okay? He only comes towards the end. And when you hear of wars and rumors of wars, which is now, do not be frightened. Those things must take place. But that is not yet the end. For nation will rise against nation. For nation will rise against nation. The United Nations or United States will rise against United States. And kingdom against kingdom. This is one that worries me. And kingdom against kingdom. Kingdom means world. King of the dome. King dome. King of the dome. Dome of rock. Or the mind of Christ. Against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places. There will also be famines. These things are merely the beginning of birth pains. But be on your guard, for will deliver you into the courts. They will deliver you into the courts, and you will be flogged in the synagogues, and you will stand before governors and kings for my sake, as a testimony to them. And the gospel must first be preached to all the nations. And when they arrest you and deliver you up, do not be anxious beforehand about what you are to say, but say whatever is given you in that hour. For it's not you who speak, but it is the Holy Spirit. As I flow with the Holy Spirit, I just go with the flow of the Holy Spirit. And brother will deliver brother to death, and father his child, and children will rise up against parents, like now. Children will rise up against parents and have them put to death. It's either their children don't even care about their parents, or vice versa, and you will be hated on all on account of my name. But the one who endures to the end, he shall be saved. Remember that. Endures to the end, he shall be saved. But when you see the abomination, Obama, of desolation standing where it should not be, let the reader understand. Then those are in Judea flee to the mountains. Okay, another abomination of desolation is the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers. Standing in the holy place, there are two black cubes, and it is a holy place. There are two holes. The Twin Towers, there are two black cubes there. Remember, black cubes, that's not what we want. We do not want darkness. Then let those who in Judea flee, and let him who is on the housetop not go down or enter in to get anything out of his house. It means go. And let him who is in the field, because all these people are going to be coming with packed bags. Trust me. Jesus already said that he will have a place laid for us. And let him who is in the field not turn back to get his cloak. But woe to those who are with child and those who are nursed babies in those days. Why does he say that? Because people did not see the times of the signs, and so they had babies. And they say they're Christians and they're not. Anyway, but and it's harder to get through Armageddon and Apocalypse when you got a baby crying. But pray in that they may not happen in the winter. See, in the winter it's hard to get around. For those days will be time of tribulation, such as not occurred since the beginning of the creation which God created until now, and never shall. And unless the Lord had shortened those days, no life would have been saved. But for the sake of the elect whom he has chose, he shortened the days. And then if anyone says to you, behold, here is the Christ, or behold, here he is, do not believe him. Do not believe him. Because Jesus is the one. For false Christs and false prophets will arise and will show signs and wonders in order, if possible, to lead the elect astray. But take heed, behold, I have told you everything in advance. But in those days after the tribulation, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will be falling from heaven, and the powers that are in heaven will be shaken. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great glory and power. Glory and power. And then he will send forth the angels, will gather together his elect from the four winds, from the four corners of the earth, from the farthest end of the earth and the farthest end of heaven. Now learn the parable from the fig tree. Like when the fig trees fall, when its branch has already become tender and but forth its leaves, you know the summer is near. Remember the fig tree from Adam and Eve, wrapped itself in fig leaf trees. Even so, you too will see these things happening. Recognize that he is near, right at the door. Truly I say to you, this generation will not pass away until all things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. That's right. But of the day or hour, no one knows. Remember, there is an hour of testing. No one knows. Not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but the Father alone. Take heed, keep on alert, for you do not know when the appointed time is near. Time is. It is like a man away on a journey, as I am on a journey, as we all are on a journey. Find, seek, and you shall find. Ask, and you shall receive. Who, upon leaving his house and putting his slaves in charge, assigning to each one his duties or task, also commanded the doorkeeper to stay on the alert. Therefore be on the alert, for you do not know when the master of the house is coming, whether in the evening or in midnight, at cock crowing or in the morning, lest he come suddenly and find you asleep. And what I say to you, I shall to all. Be on the alert. Remember, Mary and James were the last two were the only two that stayed with him when he was on the cross. Remember that.